they want us to buy them all. But let's find out how many we actually need. This is not a sponsored video. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Another week is almost gone, so let's try to end it on a high. Today, I'm not here to convince you to buy another tool. The internet does enough of that already. Instead, I'm going to throw everything I've got at one of Etsy's best-selling woodworking projects to find out what actually works in a small workshop like mine. And what is this incredibly sophisticated masterpiece? A house number. Yep, that's it. No fine furniture, no hand-cut dovetails, no mystical walnut harvested under a full moon. Just a piece of wood with a number on it. Apparently, people are making a living selling these. So today, we're going to find out if they're onto something or if the internet has finally lost its mind. As always, today's project starts with a pile of scrap wood and 3 identical squares. No measurements, they're squares. I have complete faith you'll work the rest out. And if the comments fill up with "what size did you make them?" I'll suddenly forget how to read English. 3 identical squares, 3 completely different finishes. Because apparently some of you enjoy watching me play with fire, the propane dragon is back. We'll also use some stain. And in a plot twist nobody saw coming, spray paint. I'm sure the woodworking police have already started drafting an official complaint. The only thing missing from today's test is a CNC machine. I've already emailed a few manufacturers. Either they're very busy or someone watched my videos all the way through. If any CNC company is feeling unusually brave, my inbox is always open. Let's start with 3D printing, the mysterious dark art that's apparently impossible to learn. In reality, if you're making letters or numbers, the software does most of the thinking for you. And for everything else, the internet is overflowing with free projects. It's never been easier to pretend you're a design engineer. I can already hear the keyboards warming up. Yes, I am using CA glue. No, it's not the proper glue. I don't need 3 identical house numbers for my house, and I'm testing ideas, not applying for museum quality craftsmanship. If one falls apart, congratulations, we've learned something. Let's move on to the laser. If you can click a mouse, you're halfway there. The machine does all the hard work. It never questions your decisions, never judges your choice of font, and it'll happily engrave complete nonsense if that's what you ask for. Just like a very expensive, obedient employee. This one's definitely the cheapest option. It's also the most demanding, which is a polite way of saying you have to do the work. We'll start with a simple printout, cut it out and attach it using the famous blue tape and glue trick. High tech? Not even close. Effective? Annoyingly, yes. For those of you who are new here, meet my best friend, the Bandsaw. It's also probably the most dangerous tool in today's lineup. So take your time, follow the lines and don't try to beat the blade in a race. Trust me, the blade always wins. And this is where the wheels came off. I somehow threw the number straight into the bin. Peak professional craftsmanship. The problem is, that wasn't actually the mistake. I'll keep quiet for a minute, see if you can spot what my brain completely failed to notice.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Congratulations, you spotted it. I glued the wrong side. A true master craftsman at work. Thankfully, wood has one amazing feature. You can sand away most of the embarrassing decisions. Let's pretend that never happened and move on to today's bonus project. Right, here is today's totally unplanned bonus. Definitely not because YouTube seems to have a strange affection for longer videos. We're going to build a frame for one of those house numbers to give it a much more finished look. And for everyone who's been leaving comments like, "Need more fire," congratulations, the propane dragon has been summoned once again. Now I'll leave you with some workshop sounds and music while I struggle to cut, burn and glue a few miters together. With a bit of luck, I'll be back for the final reveal, and not a tutorial on how not to make a picture frame. Right, the moment of truth. Which one gets your vote? I'm still a big fan of Bandsaw version, but let's be honest, if you're after a perfect lettering, custom designs or tiny details, the laser and the 3D printer absolutely wipe the floor with it. Turns out, technology isn't always just an expensive way of avoiding exercise. Remember, likes and comments are completely free, unlike half the tools we've used today. So hit the like button and let me know which version was your favorite. Now go and watch one of these videos next. Trust me, they're better than letting YouTube decide. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.